Hi Algebra 1, this is day 2 of 7.5. If you have your student journals, you are going to be on page 228. So if you could turn to that page, and my iPad students will have their note sheets. So yesterday we factored with trinomials, and today we're going to use those factors to solve equations. And so look at number 13. We see we have a trinomial and the equation equals 0. And so let's go ahead and factor. So 2 parentheses, I see g squared, which is g times g. I see that there's a 40. We have some options. One of those options is 8 and 5, which adds up to 13. So that's the option we will use. I see that we have a positive 40, which means both of these are positive, or both of these are negative. Since we need to add up to negative 13, they'll both be negative. So now all we've done so far is factor. So then our next step is to actually go through and solve the equation. And so we know that g minus 8 equals 0. And so g equals 8. And certainly you don't have to show work with that. If you can just do that in your head, that's fine. G minus 5 is 0. If we add g over, we get a positive 5. So 2 answers, positive 8 and positive 5. Let's try number 14. I see we have a trinomial. The equation equals 0. K squared is k times k. With 6, we either have 2 times 3 or 6 times 1. We'll choose 2 times 3 because that adds up to 5. Again, the signs will be the same because we need both positive or both negative to multiply to give you a positive 6. Since we're going to add to get negative 5, both of these will be negative. And the answers will be positive 2 and positive 3. I'll leave number 15 as a checkpoint. And let's move down to the next row. Number 16, the first thing I notice is that we don't have a trinomial and it doesn't equal 0. So our first job is going to be to make the equation equal to 0. And the way we do that, we just subtract 30 over to the other side. So now we have a new equation, x squared minus x minus 30 equals 0. And now it's the same as up above. We can factor that. X squared is x times x. With 30, that's either 1 and 30, 3 and 10, or 6 and 5. Remember there's a 1 here, and our signs are going to be different because of that negative. So this time we have to subtract to get that 1. So we're going to use 6 and 5. The question always is, well, which one's positive and which one's negative? Since we need a negative 1, it'll be negative 6 and positive 5. Finally, we can solve that. Positive 6 and negative 5 are the two solutions. Remember, you can always check your answer. If you plug 6 back in either right here for this x, you get 0 times 11 is still 0. You can also plug 6 back up to the beginning. 36 minus 6, well, that does equal 30. So that is correct. And you can do the same thing with negative 5. Let's do one more. I see we have this equation here. It's not a trinomial yet, and it doesn't equal 0. This time, we'll add the 2 over. So we have r squared minus 3r plus 2 equals 0. Let's factor it. We have r times r, 2. Let's see, there's only one option, 1 and 2. And that will add up to 3. We need a negative 3, so these will both be negative. And then we'll solve it. R equals 1 and r equals 2. And we're finished. I'll leave number 18 as a checkpoint. We'll do the word problems in class tomorrow. Have a good day.